Hello, welcome to the help video or notes video, excuse me, for lesson 2.8. This is a lesson about word problems that involve perimeter. So our target for this lesson is I can solve perimeter word problems using algebra. So what is the perimeter of a rectangle? So here we have a picture of a rectangle. By the way, this comes from page 35 in your notes packet. So what I like to do when I have a rectangle and they give me a picture is I like to label all the parts that are not yet labeled. So I know the sides opposite each other are congruent or the same. So I'm going to take all these sides to find the perimeter. So we have our width and our length. So the top and the bottom are the lengths, and the left and right are the widths. So I add the lengths, I add the widths to get the perimeter. So now I'll plug in my numbers. I have 18 plus 18 plus 6 plus 6. And then the last step is to add them all up. 18 plus 18 is 36, plus 6 is 42, plus 6 is 48. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 48 inches. Alright, so now we're going to see what it will look like in a word problem. And we're actually using the exact same rectangle, so we know already the information that we're going to end up with. So the perimeter of the rectangle is 48 inches, and you can see that it's labeled in the middle. If the length is 3 times the width, so the length is 3 times the width, what are the dimensions of the rectangle? So that's what I'm trying to find, the dimensions, the length and the width. They tell me the length is 3 times the width. I don't know the width, so that's W. Now the length is not L, it's 3 times the width, so I'm going to write 3W. Now go ahead and label all your sides. Okay, now remember, for word problems, first step is to declare your variables. So I'm going to let W equal the width. So 3W is the length. Second step, make an equation. So I add up all these sides, and I know my perimeter is 48. So I have W plus W plus 3W plus 3W equals 48. Now combine all these like terms. W plus W is 2W plus 3W plus 3W is 8W. So step 3 is to solve. 8W equals 48. Divide both sides by 8. And W equals 6. So I'm not done. Remember, I got to do a quick check. Now, the width is 6 inches. Then this is 3 times that, which is 18. So for step 4, I'm going to add 6 plus 6 plus 18 plus 18. And I know that some of you are probably now saying, oh wait, that's the same thing that we just did up above. You're right, it is. So all of these add up to, 6 plus 6 is 12, 18 plus 18 is 36, and 12 plus 36 is 48. So 48 equals 48. Step 4, check, works. Okay, step 5. Now we need to answer the problem. What are the dimensions of the rectangle? The dimensions of the rectangle are, or the length of the rectangle is, rectangle is 18 inches, and the width is 6 inches. Okay, First example done. Okay, next page. So now we're looking at page 36. Now notice here, we don't have a picture. That's okay. All of us knows how to draw a picture of a rectangle, so that's what we're going to do when we do this problem. That'll be part of step 1. The length of a rectangle is 7 feet longer than its width. The perimeter of the rectangle is 126 feet. Write an equation, so that's part of my job here. Represent the perimeter in terms of its width, W. And then what is the length and width of the rectangle? Alright, so draw a picture of a rectangle. The length is 7 feet longer than the width, so I don't know the width. And 7 feet longer than that would be W plus 7. W and W plus 7. I do know the perimeter is 126 feet. Okay, so my let statements. Let W equal the width, and what is the length? W plus 7. So there's my step 1. Step 2, write an equation. Remember, perimeter, add up all the sides. So I have W plus W plus W plus 7 plus W plus 7. And all of that equals 126. Okay, step 3, solve. So we're going to combine our like terms. So, brownie pan under all the W's. 7 plus 7 is 14. So I have 4 W's plus 14 equals 126. Solve, so I'm going to subtract 14. I get 4W equals 112. Divide both sides by 4. And you get W is equal to 28. Alright, I am not done. I've discovered the width is equal to 28, hopefully, when I do the check. Now, what would the length be? Well, 28 plus 7 is 35. Alright, so let's do step 4. We're going to do the check. So, my widths are 28, so 28 plus 28. My lengths are 35. 35 plus 35 equals 126. Okay. Add them together, I get 56 plus 70 equals 126. And that does equal 126. So it checks beautifully. Step 5, what is the length and width of the rectangle? The width is 28 feet. Make sure you don't get these flipped around. And the length, you will actually lose a point if you get these mixed up. And you will lose even more if you don't actually state what the answers are at the end. Okay, we're going to do one more really quick. Actually, I'll help you set it up and I'll let you try to finish it. We'll see what steps we can do. Okay, so first step. The perimeter of a rectangle is 38. It doesn't give me units, so you're going to use the word units or U. So the perimeter of a rectangle is 38. The width is 5 less than, so that's subtracting. Twice the length. What are the dimensions of the rectangle? Alright, so draw a rectangle. Now this is actually not accurate because the width is going to be bigger than the length. I don't know the length, so I'll call that. I know the perimeter is 38 units. The length I don't know, so I'll call that L. The width is 5 less than twice that, so twice that is 2L, and 5 less than is minus 5. Remember, that is not 5 minus 2L, it's 2L minus 5. So L, 2L minus 5. Alright, I am going to help you with step 1. You are going to do steps 2, 3, 4, and 5 on your own. Here we go. So let's L equal the length and 2L minus 5 is equal to the width. So now write an equation. Solve for L. When you find L, figure out what W is. This problem I'll expect you to solve on your own and finish on your own. Let's see, something to help you earn a point on your scoreboard. Perimeter of, oh, okay. So if you want to earn a couple points on your scoreboard, be the person that mentioned in math that part of our let statement is to draw a picture if there is no picture in the word problem. So draw a picture if they don't give you a picture in the word problem. That'll get you a couple points on the scoreboard. All right, good job. If you're having trouble understanding, come see me for help or see a friend or a parent. Good luck, and we'll see you in math.